Hi, it's Dr. Sarah Larsen, starting part 2 of this masterclass from Miracle Makers Academy. We're going to take some of the conversation that we've just had from those that have joined us the whole time and just see what comes in. And we are all in this together. As a miracle maker, you are contributing to a field that is designed to help you do the most that you're here to do, to create oneness, peace, wholeness, especially create, heal, feel, and thrive. We want you to know, we want you to be able to express completely from that wholeness, from that healed, from that stable place. It's both a command, heal, as well as a knowing that your vessel is housing your spirit, and your spirit is now accessing the 365 applications, senses that are within your body. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful you're here, and I can't wait to take your questions and your comments and what's coming. I see that you're here, CK. I love that you're here. Do you want to come on camera, and do you mind this being recorded? Let's see. Hi. Hi, CK.
FaceTime? No, I'm so bad. Luddite here.
Okay. You're great. Just what comes up for you?
Well, it's interesting. I'm sitting here with two friends, and we closed our eyes, and it's what strikes me as so amusing is there's so much more sight available when we close our eyes. And I remember reading something a few years back where they had taken some advanced meditator, I don't remember, from China, Tibet, irrelevant, but they had done a test on him, his meditation with the eyes open and meditation with eyes closed. And the difference with the eyes closed was mind-boggling in terms of how much more they were able to record from the activity from his brain. So I find it amusing that we open our eyes thinking we'll see more, but we end up, it's like the child distracted by the baubles, yes, as opposed to the greater sight.
And it's really, really interesting because someone who's blind has more of their senses available to them. And I think sight is also important. The ancient Egyptians really emphasized sight as well, being able to see. But there is, and you bring up such a great point, which is for us to use everything and to know when to use it. It's so important to know when to use it.
Yes.
What you bring up. And then the beta waves. When your eyes are closed, but you're alert, you go into beta waves. And I will do a future class just on beta waves and what that brings about, what that means for your mind, for your body, versus the gamma, the delta, the theta, all of the other waves. We're still learning how to use all of those applications. And I just realized how much fun it would be to talk about how the ancient Egyptians, the Mayans, the Indians, the Greeks recorded our brain waves and how they, anyway, it's great ideas for future classes. Thank you so much for that.
Cool. You're welcome. Anything I want to ask? Well, I'm curious. It's these auspicious moments when we get so excited. The level of exuberance, regarding today I have to do this. It's the most important part of the Lionsgate. But I guess my question would be how to keep the energy that is available to us now in our body, how to have a cellular change, so to speak, or an awakening that will energetically enable us to continue on an open voyage to accessing beyond the senses that we use. Because again, the exuberance of the child, we get so excited. Today's the peak of the Lionsgate, and chomping at the bit to do all the right things and sleep with the right crystals and this and that. And so in that exuberance, we can often miss an essential sort of key component that enables us to keep this charge beyond the time of the Lionsgate.
So, great question. How do we keep this energy moving, connecting and moving forward? And I love, Kim, that you have someone with you, right? You have someone there with you that is
two ladies,
right, or two ladies. If you use science, and it might get a little bit wordy, but electrons work together in pairs. Electrons in pairs, rotating around a central nucleus. Inside the central nucleus is this space that pops in and out of reality in every atom. So in every atom, there is a central spot within every cell, ordered being. So every cell, right? Let's say this cup is a cell. Within there is a hole that beams in and out of reality. Well, you get the nucleus has an electron that's going around it. One electron is wobbly. One electron is constantly seeking for another electron to connect with and become stable with. So one of the ways is whatever it is that you're learning, that you're feeling, that you're growing, that you're sensing for the day, to go share it and give it to someone else. And you will become that stability. So I remember, it's kind of a funny story to say it this way, but I remember when the environment became really important in my life. Like in 2003, I met Greg. Greg was like, he recycled. And I was like, my belief was, wow, it was like the pinnacle of human responsibility. Good people recycle, right? That 2003, being in India and all of these other countries where recycling wasn't even thought of, knowing how important that was back then, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, I meet Greg in Nashville, and I'm like, that's the pinnacle of good human, right? It's something that I wished that I did, but I didn't have the resolve or the determination or the thing to be able to do it. But I stabilized with him. And together, right, there's now two of us in this value system recycling. I had the desire, the want. He had the know-how and did. So always be teaching someone and always be connected to someone that's learning. So I want to say that another way. A doctor or an artist or a therapist or a shaman is always learning from the universe. And they are then remaking themselves moment by moment, as you are, right? As you are. And you then go teach. So always be teaching something, be as present in the moment, and know what you value and draw that into your life, or write about it and give it to everybody in life. And then always be teaching someone else, always be giving the information. So as quickly as you learn it, as you can manifest someone to share it with, is how to keep this Stargate, these peak energies in place for yourself.
Got it. Yeah. A top won't spin unless two fingers grab it and spin it.
Yes, yes. And that electron, it's the natural order of things to be connected to. Um, One on its own is always wobbly. You will never know yourself unless you're connected to something and things that can give you accurate feedback. And if you have the eyes to see the universe and experience all of the elements and the formless, that's always giving you feedback. The feedback is how quickly you manifest from the unseen world.
Right.
Right. Oh my God. I love you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here.
Phew. Awesome.
Awesome. Yay.